Hello there. So that was dumb of me. I was trying to do a very, very long live stream for that previous and first live stream ever on this channel. And I was like, oh, YouTube might cut me off later because usually when I do live streams, the Wi Fi something goes wrong on my end and then it cuts off. But YouTube didn't cut me off. I accidentally clicked something that I shouldn't have clicked, and then it just made the whole thing go off. So, welcome back. I am just chilling here, trying to read my book for my book club that has, let's see how many pages. Oh no. Oh my God. I'm such an idiot. I'm like, what is that? There's like sparkly brown marks in my book. And I'm like, how did that happen? And I realized I contour my nose. So I put like a little brown eyeshadow here and there. And earlier when I was taking the thumbnail, like I put my face near into the book and I basically wiped my makeup on the pages, which is really gross. But it'll be for memories. One day I'll look back at this book and be like, that was part of my live stream for my second channel. Okay. There's like over 330 pages in this. I'm trying to think. I don't know how long this is going to take me. I'm not going to be not every time I read, I'm going to be doing a live stream, or maybe I will. I don't know. And it'll be for a record of how long it takes me to read embarrassingly slow. And I wouldn't, yeah, I think I don't know what everyone else's insecurities are, but one of my many insecurities is reading slow, which is probably why I don't read as much as other people, I think, because I read so slow. Whereas, like, if I'm like listening to a podcast, I just feel like I'm taking in the information better because I'm not like reading it. It's like being said to me, and it just goes better that way. I don't know. So I still do not believe, or I choose to not believe, that you can't learn things just by watching videos like on YouTube and listening to podcasts, because I 100%. I learned so much more, I feel like, after going to college than during college and before college, if that makes sense. Yeah. I've definitely self-taught a lot of different things, including cooking and trading, like on my own through the internet without the help of books or the institution. With that being said, I still want to be a faster reader and just better vocabulary. So hopefully after all this, I'll just be better at both. But my vocabulary also sucks. So a lot of times I have to guess words, or I'll probably be looking up the words. This is not a 24-hour live stream, legendary, but again, I will. I think this would be a bad move on my end, starting a forever, as long as possible live stream on 4 hours of sleep, which is what I'm running on. I'm still confident that I could do this live stream for a very long time, though. I mean, this is a new channel, and I am trying to get those 4,000 hours. So please subscribe and like if you are new here. Um, and also look down in the description below if you are new and you have not checked out my other channel. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm on page. Oh, I guess I went through page 1 to 8. I'm on page 8 right now of 331. So this is it's pretty brutal. 'Cause when I read, I'm like judging myself on like, why are you so slow at reading? Is what I'm constantly asking myself. But let's see how many pages I could get through actually through this live stream. I'm probably just gonna cook myself some instant ramen later. By later, I mean like, hold on. It's like 5 o'clock right now. I'm probably gonna cook myself something in like 2 hours. So maybe like, yeah, I'll probably cook and read and then eat. I can't read and eat at the same time. So I'll probably eat and then read. That'll be my day. That'll be my day. And then sometime in between that, I'll probably be checking my phone a bunch of times just because I like to multitask and I am just distracted at all times. But I'm gonna try and control myself and not look at the prices of crypto as I read. Because crypto isn't everything. It just shouldn't be. All right. I got a water particle. I had to clean it off. It was bothering me. It was on my laptop. What day is it? It's Wednesday. I both love my life that I'm able to do random things like this whenever I want. And I also think maybe I'm lacking structure. But maybe this is a structure I need. Reading more books. Taking a second off to text, which I shouldn't. But just because you're reading doesn't mean you're off the grid. Ugh. It's so hard to stay focused. Okay. I was answering a text, but then now I'm like, since I'm already on the phone and I'm only on page 8, and like, I think the reading is working, or like my brain is kind of adjusting to reading because I feel like I know the character, just the main character, a little bit. I have no idea what this book is about, but I think it's going in. It's working. Like, one of my ultimate fears is reading a book and then at the book club or when I talk about a book with someone else, they're like, "What? Like, did we even read the same book?" But sometimes I feel like that could happen because, like, if I were to watch a movie or a show, sometimes you talk about it with people and you guys are like vibing on the same points, and then sometimes it's like you'll maybe completely like a part or feel something for a part that maybe your friend didn't care about. You know, I think we all take in information in a very different way. Okay, so anyways, just take another second to just look. I don't even have Bitcoin. I don't know why I care, but I just feel like when Bitcoin's doing well, it just makes everything else do well. So I just want to see. I'm just curious if it went to 110 yet. Oh my God, it's like near all-time highs again. I guess like a second ago. Oh my God. A second ago, it was literally 109,998. At least that's what it was. That's the price of Bitcoin on Robinhood. 109,998. That is nuts. That was literally at 4:20. Oh my God, that was at 4:20 p.m. today. Can't make this stuff up. It's legit. That's wild. I'll screenshot this. Okay. And now it's at 109,752. But like everything's going up. Okay, the phone, I'm putting it upside down. I'm not gonna look anymore. But I also said that I was gonna scratch. Oh, I have this Cardsmith currency card series 2 that may have a 1 whole Bitcoin inside. And I said I'm gonna scratch it only after Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, which I was hoping that it actually literally hits 110, which it didn't. So hopefully it does later tonight. But technically I should. I might do it like before the end of today. Go on to my main channel, like I promised, and scratch that currency card, which most likely is just 0.001 of a Bitcoin, which is mostly what people get and post about on Reddit, or 2,500 Dogecoin, which I've already won in the past, or 1 Litecoin, which kind of sucks because that's probably like $100 right now. I don't even know the price of Litecoin. Or it could be like a fraction of Ethereum, or hopefully 1 Ethereum. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. Wish me luck. But for now, we read. I forgot the lights on. I'm gonna turn off the light. Oh. Oh my god. To whoever is here, I made it to page 12, which is like a miracle. But I'm like falling asleep. Not because this book is boring. It's not. It's getting pretty interesting because, I mean, I had no idea what it's about. The back kind of looked like it was going to be dramatic and sad. It's not that sad yet, but it talks about somebody who clearly has a drinking problem. And that just made me think how I said many times in my life when I had bad drinking days, bad hangovers, that I am also going to quit drinking. And then I never really quit. But to be honest, I think my thought process as a kid was probably more proper about drinking than it is as an adult. It's like, I think when you grow up and you're like legally able to drink, this is Starbucks, this is not alcohol. Like when you grow up and you're like legally able to drink, it just becomes like a norm because so many people around the world drink alcohol. But as a kid, I always enjoyed just drinking Coca-Cola, and I still do, even though that's full of sugar. That's also not that great for you. But I like the taste of Coke more than I like any form of alcohol. So I almost feel like adulthood has brainwashed me into thinking alcohol is okay when it's really not. I don't know. I might just stop drinking one of these days. I just don't think it has that appeal. And maybe I never did. And we all just fool ourselves into thinking it does. My bed sheet's coming off again. God, this is so stressful. It's literally the dumbest thing. Like, why do people make bed sheets that fall off? I have to go pee again. Oh, this is not helping. I'm 12 pages in. There's 330 pages. It's been 20 minutes. Plus my previous stream that cut off. Oh my god, I think it took me 30 minutes to read like 10 pages. This is terrible. I think I need to sleep. In my defense, I only slept for 4 hours. So maybe I just need to sleep and then maybe I'll read faster. Probably not. I'm going to go use the restroom. Then I might take a nap on page 12. I'm going to use my little good vibes and just mark it. Wait, am I on page 12? Oh, I didn't even read page 12 yet. Ugh. I still need to read page 12. Okay, I'm putting it on the side. I'm on page 12. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. I think I'm going to come back, take a little nap, and then wake up again. Probably not actually sleep, but I just want to rest a bit, and then I'm going to read. Hello again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little nap. Yes, I'm addicted to my phone. This is every day for me when I wake up, when I go to sleep. But it's just so beautiful. It's like, how can you not look at it? It's crazy. I'm so excited. I don't even have a Bitcoin, but I'm so excited for it to go to like 110,000 because like what? This used to be I was going to say $3, but yes, at one point Bitcoin was $3. I mean, but I didn't see it at $3. I wish I did. I saw it at 3,000 and I'm just so kicking myself now that I didn't buy it at $3,000. That's so nuts. Oh my god, that's like 33. Actually, no, I need to do math. Let's just say it's like 110. Let's just say it's 110,000, which basically that's what it is. We gotta divide that by 3,000, which I swear to God it was 3,000 back during the pandemic. That is 36x. 36. That's so insane. Can't turn back time. Too bad. That ship has sailed. I will not have the ability to buy Bitcoin at $3,000 ever again. That's okay. I have delusional hope that other things that I've invested in might go 100x. Probably not. But a girl can dream. I literally need to sleep though. Just gonna sleep a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, oh my god. I like literally fell asleep. It's like, you know, when you like close your eyes and you're like, I'm just resting, but I'm not actually sleeping. So I was like fully aware of the fact that I was still awake and that I'm still doing my stream. Then all of a sudden my mind just like, it just veered off. Like I could feel it. I started to think all these things that were abstract and made no sense. And I was like, no, I'm going into the dream realm. And I snapped out of it because that would be really weird. I don't sleep talk. At least I don't think I sleep talk. So I wouldn't be saying anything embarrassing while I'm sleeping anyways. But can you imagine? Imagine like blurting out all your passwords while you're sleeping on a live stream. I don't know. There are streams of every kind though out there. I've watched a lot of different types of streams. So sleeping streams are a thing. There are people out there that are just sleeping on their TikTok. But then I think they do something special, like there's some special effects where I don't know how they do it, but people like pay them money to make like farting noises or like special sounds or whatever to wake them up when they're sleeping. And then sometimes they wake up, sometimes they don't. So it's more of like a sleeping entertainment theatrical thing. Yeah. This is not going to be it. But I will. I think that was a good refresher though. I just need more pink drink. So I made a video on the main channel with like the new Starbucks horchata. Oh my god, the name is so long. It's horchata oat shaken espresso. It was really good. I liked it. I like it more than a regular horchata just because I find regular horchatas too sweet, or maybe I'm getting it at the wrong places. I don't know. But yeah, I love the internet. Somebody left a comment on my main channel and was like, "Oh, you need to try this place with like Mexican chocolate on horchatas," and I was like, I need to try Mexican chocolate. I've never had Mexican chocolate before. And I think I saw this at Starbucks. There's some blue lemonade drink and it has like the red boba looking things that's not really boba in it. I don't know why they don't just sell boba. I mean, Lord knows we don't need another boba shop in California because there's literally so many boba shops and so many dessert shops. Like, not complaining, I love it. But maybe Starbucks just doesn't want to compete with that, but I feel like they should. I don't know. I've always been hopeful that they would just like horchata it's Mexican, right? And that's like being inclusive of other cultures. So I don't know why Starbucks doesn't just do like what do I want them to make? They already do matcha, which is Japanese. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I want them to make boba, yes, which would be like Taiwanese, because Taiwan were the originators of boba drinks. I think they should just do boba drinks. But then they have to get like big pots and stir up the tapioca. I've worked at a drink shop before when I was younger. I've done a lot. And I remember in one of the drink shops that I worked at, they served juices, smoothies, and then one of them was boba. That was fun. Trust me. Anytime you go to like a place that serves drinks and you ask the person serving it to you, that's why like I don't know why I even ask because I already know the answer. Usually if it's just one person working at the stand and they don't own it, they're just there to work like I was. And people that ask me like, "What's your favorite drink here? What do you recommend?" I usually, and I don't feel bad about it. It's just the way it goes. I would usually say the drink that is the easiest for me as a worker to dispense. So it would be like one of those frozen drinks. I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my favorite." It would never be the drink like a boba that would actually take long, even though that was one of the ones that we sold. Because then I would have to cook it, I have to mix the drink. It was a whole thing. I only walked 2,900 steps today. I only wear this watch. It's so stupid, but I only wear my Apple Watch because I want to know the amount of steps that I take every single day. Because a few years back, like during the pandemic, I had told myself I'm going to walk 10,000 steps a day. And I did a really good job for like 2+ years. And then I just stopped. But then I think recently I just wasn't able to walk 10,000 steps a day, even though I wear this every day. But it's like a constant reminder of what a failure I am. Because I'm not doing the 10,000 steps a day anymore. I do like maybe 3,000, 4,000, but that's because like when you're so focused on other things, it's really hard. Like it's really hard for a person to hit 10,000 steps a day without intentionally going out and like walking and running or whatever, or dancing 10,000 steps. Like for me, I'm not actually sitting. I'm just sitting for this live stream right now, but I literally am on my feet every day, but I don't take enough steps. I'm like on my feet, taking pictures, listing stuff for my e-commerce business. Or like when I'm on my computer or on my phone and uploading videos and playing like games or filters or whatever. None of that requires a lot of walking. And in fact, it's actually hard to be walking and playing a game or trading stocks. Like you'd be probably making a mistake. I could have meant to sell a call option and end up buying a call option, and that just be a whole problem. Anyways, if you are watching this either now or later, there will be more of these. This just feels like I'm going back to basics because I do remember doing live streams like this in the past once upon a time. Because I had no other space, so I had to do live streams on the bed. And then I had more space, not really, but then I just end up standing for all my live streams, like in the kitchen area where you guys usually see me do my live streams. Also, because it's just better for the Wi-Fi. But somehow today is working. It has not cut me off. Like the Wi-Fi is just working today for some reason. We'll see how long this lasts. But yeah, I'm going to read my book, try not to fall asleep, and feel free to comment or ask anything you want. This is our little companionship live stream. This is going to be my whole channel. I actually have a lot of videos, not a lot, but I set up like 2 different videos to eventually upload here. But it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, do I really want that on the internet? But I'm probably going to upload it. It's like my life, and then it's also not, because I think I was trying to make it more of like an artistic representation of somebody who is like me or me that trades or does social media or is trying to do better on social media. So I like made this vlog slash acting thing, but I didn't edit it yet. It's just raw clips, but I eventually will edit it. And I think I eventually will upload it because YOLO. Okay, I don't know. How am I going to find? I mean, I'll check in on you guys like every while, but I'm going to try to get through 10 pages. I don't even know how many calories this is. I feel like it's a lot. I feel like maybe that's where I'm getting all my energy from the sugar that is rushing through my veins. The game plan is it's 5:35 right now on a Wednesday. I'm gonna try to finish as much as possible in the next hour and a half. Then I'm gonna make my instant ramen. Then I'm gonna eat it. Probably check my phone at that point. I think I've deserved it. And then I'm gonna go back to reading. I think the coolest part about reading, or just, I guess, books, is the way that people are so descriptive with their, like, adjectives, and it's just like flowers on paper. And it's like painting. Like, words are like painting in art. Like, all the different tools that people use to just, I guess, state what they mean. Like, on a painting, it would be the different brush strokes and the different items used to make the colors and the different mixing of the colors. It's just wild to me, I guess, because my brain doesn't work like that and I don't know how to write well, that I really admire it when I read in a way where reading these things that people wrote, other human beings without a brain like mine that can't do this, and they're just so good with words. I really admire that. I wish I was like that. I'm so terrible with, like, that's why I would play all these, like, Scrabble-ish games, like these game filters on TikTok, and I just realized how much I suck at Scrabble. I have Scrabble board somewhere, and I really wanna just play more Scrabble because I really am terrible at it. And I'm also just really bad at my vocabulary. You would think I should have better vocabulary because I and, like, even, like, when I make, like, food videos, food reviews, I have so many food reviews of places, and I'm trying to use, like, different words, but I feel like it kinda sucks that I usually am just like, "Oh, it tastes so good. It's creamy. It's delicious." I need more adjectives. Hopefully, this will help me. Hi there, upgrade it? Yes, I see you. I will be scratching that redemption card. Not on this channel, though, because that would be breaking my promise. I said I will scratch it, but on the main channel, so I'm gonna go there before the end of the day, but hopefully by the end of the day, it'll be at, like, I don't even know the price of Bitcoin. I'm trying to read here. Um, but earlier I looked, it didn't actually hit 110,000. It was, like, 109,980 or 990 was the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, let me know if it goes, like, 120 while I'm reading. I would do that before the end of today. I'm gonna scratch that redemption card, which is probably gonna be 0.001. For those of you guys that are new here to this channel, yes, my second channel, in the description below, you can find it. Please subscribe to both. But I will show you what I'm talking about in case you're confused. Like, what is this redemption card? So this is what they look like. This is the one I'm talking about, and this is the one that I will be scratching today later. So pray for me that when I scratch this, how it works is that there's gonna be, it'll say like 1 Bitcoin, which would be worth $109,000 USD, or most likely, like every other person, most people, it's gonna be like 0.001 BTC, which I have also scratched in the past, and it is not fun when you see all the zeros. Or when you see if you even see a zero, that's not good, because I'm pretty sure if it's 1 Bitcoin, it would just say 1 BTC. And that's it. So I'm gonna be scratching this later. I think I've opened up countless of these boxes. So the company's called Cardsmith, and it's called Cardsmith Currency Trading Cards. Yes. They have other trading cards, the Cardsmith company. They have a Bob Ross one that I've also opened up in the past, and they're supposed to have crypto in it, but I've never been lucky enough to scratch it. But I've also didn't open up as many. In terms of these ones, I've opened up countless boxes. But I think my pull rate's pretty good because I've already gotten 1 BTC. Oh, sorry, not 1 BTC. I've already gotten a fraction of Bitcoin, a fraction of Ethereum, one whole Litecoin, and 2,500 Dogecoins that I've scratched. And this one is the one that I said I would scratch on the main channel. I said I'll do it only once we hit a new all-time high, which I believe we could get to in May. So I'm pretty happy about that. Ooh, I really shouldn't lose this. I put it into my amethyst crystal. I need to show you guys. I just shove things in there. Do you see that? I put my card in there. That is my little amethyst cave buddy over here, and I like to shove things in there for good luck. And also it's just like, I'm like, where did this thing go? It went into the cave. And then once I scratch it and I send it into the cardsmith company, they will take that card, which is scratched because they don't let you keep it, and they'll send you another like collectible that you could keep as like a souvenir that says redeemed. So this is when I redeemed my Dogecoin, and they also gave me this limited edition cardsmith like Doge card. Sorry, sneeze. But yeah, they also gave me this like Doge card to keep because I scratched the 2,500 Dogecoin. I don't know if they do that for everything, or maybe they'll give you like a plaque. Maybe I don't know what they give you if you redeem like a whole Bitcoin. But that's pretty awesome. I hope they give you something. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm like very delusionally optimistic about life, my own life and everybody else's life. Like, I truly believe, even though I've bought like countless lotto tickets in my life, and I've never won. And every time I buy it, I'm like, I'm probably not going to win. But a part of me is like, but what if? So, as much as I think and I understand the realities of the world, and I'm just not that lucky, because if I were that lucky, I would already have like a trust fund and live in a mansion and have a bathtub made of gold. So I did not win the lottery of birth because somebody else out there did get that, you know? And I'd also be like 6 feet tall or something, you know? Yeah. But it's okay. I still believe that, you have to leave the door open for yourself, no matter what it is that you are chasing, whether you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a basketball player or a news anchor. I don't know what people's dreams are, or cure cancer or anything. I just think you just have to open the door for yourself and try. That's the least you could do for yourself. And most likely, we're all going to fail at a lot of things in life. That's just the realities of it. But some of us are going to prevail. And I think as a collective, that's pretty sweet. Like, I think the older I get, the more zen I am, like, about how, yeah, I might suck at a lot of things, but there's someone else out there either speaks the same few languages that I speak, or maybe is born in the same month, or some other things that are similar to me, that is doing it, and they're doing a great job. And yeah, one can be jealous, like, I could be jealous of them, but at the same time, I could take that jealousy and think of it in a positive way, like, at least someone's doing it. It's possible. And I think we all have to think more like that sometimes, instead of being like, why isn't it me? But being like, oh, someone else worked hard and did it. You can too. Even if you fail, at least one of us did it. Be back. This book, I mean, I think all the books are never really exactly what I expect them to be. From seeing the cover and reading the back, I like it. I mean, is this the type of book I feel like I'm gonna jump back into and read twice? Probably not. Sometimes I feel like when I read the first few pages, I'll know, like, "Oh my god, this is something, like, astonishing, like, I have to reread because it's something I'm gonna apply to my life, and I might forget later on in my life and just need to apply it again." But this is more of, like, I feel like I'm watching a Netflix show in book version type of thing. But a book that I do plan on rereading, 12 Rules for Life. Jordan Peterson, I think that's the author. I don't really memorize authors, but I do recommend that book. My friend read it first and told me to read it. And I do think it did kinda change my life. Not in, like, the type of way where people are like, "Oh my god, this book changed my life," and, like, they started doing everything better in their lives. No. But I think that book changed my life in a sense where some of the ideas will just, like, randomly pop up, and I think about it time to time, and it just makes me, I feel like, understand people and myself at another deeper layer due to some of the things that I think is very true. That's what I consider, I think, a really good book, and I would reread when I learn something just completely different. A thought process that I've never had before, but it hits. So, one thing I remember that hit the hardest was from the book 12 Rules. Is it of Life or for Life? It's bothering me. I'm gonna go search it. 12 Rules of Life. I have it on my shelf, but I'm too lazy to go out. 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. So, in the 12 Rules for Life, there is, I'm not sure if it's a rule or it was just like a story he was mentioning, but he was talking about how, like, you know how dogs, like people with dogs, I don't have a dog. I wish I did. I sheep it in you. But you know, people with dogs, they take care of the dog. They know when to walk the dog, to feed the dog. If the dog gets sick, you would give the dog medicine. If you have a child and the child is sick, you remember to take care of the child or your family member and tell them when to take their medicine. So he wrote about this part of how he realized that humans usually are more caring and attentive to someone they're taking care of than themselves. And don't quote me, but it basically brings everything back to how we collectively don't, I think there's not enough self-love. I feel like a lot of us just don't, I don't know if it's like some form of unhappiness or because we ourselves know every bad thing that we've ever done that makes us feel this way. At least that's what I collected from the book. He just kinda talks about how, like, most people don't take care of themselves as well as they would to someone else. Like, we know how to take care of ourselves, but we are not that great at taking care of ourselves, but we're better at taking care of another. Therefore, you normally would remember, "Hey, like, it's time to take the medicine," or, like, "You should do this and that," to someone else, but you may not remember to take your own medicine. You may not remember to maybe eat healthy and do this and that for yourself. And I just found that very interesting because I do connect with that and I do see it in a lot of people. Okay, back to reading. I am on, oh my god, what page am I on? Like, why is it that books nowadays, they just have a couple pages that don't have the numbers? Like, they go from numbered pages to just some pages with no numbers, and you just have to, like, go back and forth and guess. I'm on 18, 19. And some pages are just, like, empty. So this is 18, 19. Technically, when I'm on page 20, I'm not really on page 20. I'm on, like, page 18. So I guess this book isn't actually 333 pages. Anyways, I think I'm on page 20 or whatever. Oh my god, it's so sad. I didn't expect, I guess this book, without ruining it for you, Martyr, it was talking about people in these AA meetings and people dealing with addiction, and one of the characters was just talking about how they just feel so much pain in their everyday lives, and doing it sober, they're kind of comparing it to just wanting to feel something. That's why they act out and, I guess, do really chaotic things in their real lives, probably because they miss whatever abuse thing that they were doing before. And that's just so crazy to me because that is not something I understand, or maybe I never thought of life like that. Yeah, it really makes you wonder sometimes when, like, it's like reading someone else's perspective on life and why they do the things that they do. It always makes me wonder, can I connect with that? Maybe I can, or maybe I just never thought of life like that. So I don't think I can connect with it, but maybe I can. You know what? Maybe I can. I mean, you don't have to. I feel like you don't have to connect with a character in every book. Not every experience experienced by someone is something that you can 100% or even 70%, 30% relate to. But I just thought it's interesting. I never thought of it in that way. I mean, usually when someone acts out in real life and or does something strange where I'm like, "Oh, that was uncalled for," or very dramatic or very explosive of a personality, I do question, like, maybe they've just been through something that other people haven't, but I never thought of it in a sense of maybe it's like a withdrawal reaction, which is kind of what they're talking about in the book. It's pretty good. I'm really proud of myself that I'm actually going through with it because Lord knows the first page was really, really hard, then the second page, and the third page. But I'm on, like, the 23rd page right now, and I'm, like, digging the story, or at least the story, I'm connecting with it, and I don't feel like I'm just reading words on paper and, like, forgetting what I'm reading, which sometimes that does happen, or I've done that before. So hopefully this is just part 1 of my many, many books to come that I will read, and that's why I'm always for it. I think you shouldn't say yes to every single thing in life, because some things you should just definitely say no to, but I'm glad that I said yes to this book club. I'm happy that I'm finally reading and learning about different things, or at least this is, like, just things that I would never think of, things that I might never know of unless I decided to read this book.
Tomorrow, there will be mostly sunny weather.
Hey, Alexa, stop. My Alexa just goes on for no reason at all. I just have to tell it to hush. Thank you for those of you guys that have hit the like button. All right. This is going to be a very, very long day. I hope I can get to 100 pages on the first day. That would be epic. That would be like a third of the book, which I've literally never done. Wait, is there 330? Yeah, there's like 331 pages in here. I hope I could get a third done. I'm very jealous of people who can actually finish like 3 books in a day. That's a little dramatic, but some people can do like a whole book a day, like children. And that's just never been. I don't think I've ever finished any book in one day. Although, hopefully with more practice, that could be something I could do as well. There's swearing in this book. Didn't expect it. I'm on chapter 3. So proud of myself. Which is almost page 33, which means I am 300 pages away from finishing this entire book. But nevertheless, I honestly expected everything to go a lot slower. Yes, the book is better than I expected. So don't judge a book by its cover. Even like just reading the back, I was kind of confused on what it's really about. And it's definitely not anything I imagined. But strangely, I can connect. I feel like I can connect with most of the main characters that I'm like reading about, whether they're good or bad. I have to use the restroom again. Gonna mute you guys. Hello. I just pee a lot. That might not be normal. But I guess I drink a lot. I literally have 3 drinks next to me. My water, my milk tea. I thought that was coffee, but actually that was milk tea. Hello. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I need to fix my bed. I'll be right back. I'm just going to add more ice into this because it is so hot today. All right, fill my cup. I think I still failed at making my bed because my bed is still moving. Like, I mean, my bed's not moving, but this sheet keeps on moving. It literally took me like 10 minutes to try to set this up myself. I usually will ask my SO to help me whenever I'm like changing the bed sheets because he does a better job than me. And I did it all by myself today, but not gonna lie, it kind of sucks. This is the type of thing that I want to buy a future robot for. Like, seriously willing to pay as much as $60,000 for a future robot from Tesla. My stomach just keeps making sounds. I feel like when you read I've never had to like endure the sounds of my body until reading a book. I guess that's how long I haven't read a book for, I guess. Because I'm like, it's so quiet. I could hear. I'm not even hungry yet. I mean, time is moving really quickly. I think it's like 6:30 now, but yeah, I'm not even hungry yet. But my stomach keeps making like these growling noises. And I just hear it. I just hear my stomach like rumbling as I'm trying to read. It's a very strange feeling. So my new game plan is I said I would read till like 7, so I'll read like 30 more minutes. And then I'm going to make my ramen. When I'm doing that, I can't really read. And then I'm going to do a live stream on my main channel. Link down in the description below. And that's when I'm going to scratch my Cardsmith currency card and pray that by some miracle I have won that 1 Bitcoin and become the chosen one. Just kidding. I guess there's one chosen. Every single Cardsmith currency card, every time they do the Cardsmith currency card series, there is supposed to be, at least they advertise it like that, 1 Bitcoin, 1 Ethereum. That's like a whole one, not a fraction. I've never won it. I don't know anyone that's won it, but I like to be the first person I know that's won a whole Bitcoin. I don't even know how hard I would scream because I screamed really loud last time when I just got a Whale Lord card, which is like a whale-looking Pokemon card last time when I did the Journey Together unboxing. So I screamed really loud for that. I can only imagine if I actually like won from a scratcher card from Cardsmith currency cards, a whole 1 Bitcoin, which is currently worth, I guess, $110,000 as of today, May 21st, I think, 2025. Yeah, May 21st, 2025. I will scream so loud, I think you'll be able to hear me all the way down 3 neighborhoods. So let's hope that happens. But until then, I'm gonna try to read as much as possible. But I'm really proud of myself. I literally thought it would take me like 2 hours to read like 10 pages just because I haven't read in so long. But I'm actually on like page 33. And the next 30 minutes, I might get to page 40. That is how slow I read. That's fine. There's a lot of things I suck at. Reading fast is just one of them, but it's all good. Stay hydrated, kids. I also just need to drink water because like the pink drink is just ridiculously sweet. I don't think Starbucks asks you for sweetness levels unless I'm tripping and they do, but I don't think they do. I usually just let them make it. And I said less ice. Oh, that's probably why it's extra sweet because I said less ice. Oh my god, it's so crazy that right now I'm reading, and this is like on 30 page 32. It's talking about dreams and how ridiculous dreams are, and I'm like, "Oh my god, yes." I like 100% could not agree more with this. And this morning when I woke up from a very strange dream that I remembered way too vividly of, I questioned the whole concept of dreaming. I questioned the concept of a lot. I think it's like life. It's like the dream world is both amazing and also terrible all at the same time because when you dream the things that you want to dream, or maybe someone in your family passed away and you get to see them in your dreams, I think that's a beautiful thing. Um, but then other times you dream of things that you don't want to dream about, or maybe something in the past that is an unpleasant memory, you'll dream about it. And that really sucks. So it's like the dream world, as great as it can be as well, because I've had dreams, I forgot what they're called. But it's like those dreams where you know you're in a dream. Those are my favorite dreams. When I know I'm in a dream, so I'm just like FAFO, just messing around in the dream because I know it's a dream. So I'm like flying around, like controlling gummy worms in the air. Those type of dreams, those are awesome. Where you could be like a superhero. But those are like the best ones. And you can't really control when you're going to be in one. So usually it's just the dreams that you don't know you're dreaming and it could go either way, good or bad. So yeah, today I was thinking about dreaming and it's talking a lot about dreaming, which is just I'm finally on chapter 4. Wait, what time is it? Okay, 10 more minutes. I can't believe I actually made it to page 40. And I still have 10 minutes to go before I start to make myself ramen. And I'm going to unscratch my card on the other channel. To whoever is watching this, or hopefully is watching this in the future when this live stream is over, I appreciate you. And thanks for being here. Oh my gosh. I finished just in time. 7 p.m. and I am on chapter 5, which is basically on the 50th page. Okay. Gonna use my little good vibes bookmark and bookmark this. I actually really like it. Like, for someone that hasn't read an actual physical book in, honestly, at least more than a year. I think I tried in the summer last year or maybe the year before that. Like, I always bring books everywhere I travel, and I end up just doing social media instead. Or focusing on the people that I'm traveling with. But I think there is always room to read. I'm just one of those pretentious people that, like, I'll bring a book to think that I'm going to read, like some people do on the plane. And I'm like, that's really whack because I'm not one of those people. But maybe I will start to become one of these people because this was actually really good. I feel like I've just dived into someone else's life. It's like going into, it's like, you know, sometimes when you dream of something and you're like in another person, that's what reading does to you. It's like hopping in a dream where you wake up and you're like somebody else. That happens a lot to me. And then there's a lot of dreams where I'm just me and meeting people that I've already known in my life or people I've never met, but I'm still me. Dreams are very weird. I feel like sometimes I act exactly as I would in real life, and then other times I'm like, wait, I would never do that. So I definitely think I'm into it to the point where I'm actually very excited to finish it. There's like, I guess, 2 goals for me reading this. One is I'm just enjoying it and I'm excited to get to the end. And then also I want to see how quick I can finish this book because usually I'm so slow that it will take me more than a month to finish an entire book. And I'm just constantly thinking about something else to do. Like, it's very hard for me to focus on like one thing, especially if this one thing doesn't necessarily make me money in any way, shape, or form. So it's nice. It's nice to just dive into another world. I'm gonna keep this on my pillow and I'm gonna go as planned to make my dinner. I'm gonna make some instant noodles. And then I'm excited because I'm gonna go on my second channel. I don't know if you could do a stream on, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. One of these days I'll try it. I'm gonna scratch the Series 2 Cardsmith currency card that I've been keeping for, I think, since last year. I definitely pulled this way. I can't remember. I either pulled this year or last year. I forgot. It might have been earlier this year, which would mean I would have held this for like 6 months. Or maybe I pulled it last year. But either way, it's been less than a year holding it. And I just always said that I want to scratch it once Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Even though I only had 4 hours of sleep, I'm still pumped. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me on this very, very, very long live stream journey. I might be back later, though. Yeah, I might be back later after I hop off my main channel stream, which if you don't know, now you do. Link down below. Check it out. I'm going to go there in a bit. Bye. Take care.